a journal with me. Scrapbooking, notebooks. I thought we'd take the time and do it together. Hello lovelies, welcome back to the channel. My name is Lainey. Thank you for stopping by my little corner of the internet. It is so good to have you, and thank you so far for sticking around for Vlogmas on this channel. It's been a really great ride. We're not quite done yet, but we're really close and we're almost there. And I thought for today's video we'll do a little bit of a journal with me. So this is my mini sketchbook, not exactly quite mini, but I have a really huge sketchbook, so this is just smaller than that, as well as my art journal where I scrapbook, do like my creative works, anything where I'm drawing and doodling and stuff like that. So we got some drawings here, just some like creative writing breakdowns for stuff that I'm planning. Some more art, and a lot of these are I'm just like doing them like at work and stuff like that when I have bits and pieces of like free time and stuff. So we have stuff like that, a bit of scrapbooking in here as well. And so I thought, because I've been meaning to do some more art journaling and some more scrapbooking, I thought we'd take the time and do it together. I've never done a video like this, but I love watching journal with me. So intro aside, let's get started. So I have two prints from the photos. I have several tanks of like washi tape boxes, as well as scissors, markers in both of these pencil pouches, more scrapbook materials, some of my junk journaling materials, more scrapbooking material, scrapbooking notebooks as well. We got tape and the journal itself. So based on these photos, I'm thinking of working on the mural. So in 2024 and in 2025, through my classes at college, I was able to participate on working on two immigration murals. One was the El Paso del Norte mural, and the other one was the U.S. childhood arrival mural. There was an exhibit for the latter one on this past Friday. So me and my sister went. So some of these photos are from there. Some of these are from when I painted, and I have the photos from there. Some of these are from California because my sister and I and our friend / classmate, we all went to California to also help install the mural in California because it was going to be a bi-coastal mural. So I have the photos from there. I'm thinking anything mural related will be on the left side, and then I'm thinking anything California related that I also took while we were on that trip, I'm going to do on this right side, and it'll be like a double page spread. So even though like these were taken in California, they're going to be on the mural side. And then I will probably put all those other pictures and print them out at a later date here. I'm going to be using tape instead of glue because I forgot my glue stick ran out and I need to get some more. But I could look around the house to see if anyone else has any more lying around. I think one of my biggest problems when it comes to like scrapbooking is the background. I definitely tend to use like the paper bag trick and just kind of like do that. But I think I kind of want, a little bit more colorful. I think we might start off with brown and then do some sort of layering on top to kind of help me figure out how I should go about doing this. But I think that's it. If I'm going to talk, I'd probably do it through a voiceover. And I think we're just going to kind of work on this, and I'll stop for any updates if necessary. But that is the supplies. That is the plan. And if I need to print out more pictures, I will. And we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm not gonna second guess myself. I'm just gonna like place down stuff. So I don't got all the time in the world. Even though I'm doing these spreads separate, not all at once, we are going to, did I have it like this? No, it was like this. Yeah, we are going to still try to make it cohesive so that when I get to working on the other side, things can still blend. So we'll have things overlapping onto the next page. All right, something like that. Use these scrapbooks to add pops of color. I think I want this one to be more bluish and then transitioned into more greens and yellows because California was very hot. And then when we worked on the mural in the spring, we started working on it in the winter and I just associate it with winter. So blues to yellow greens, maybe with pops of other colors in there because it was the springtime. So we might add pops of pinks and stuff. We might do that at the end. Let's focus on what we can find in these. See? Perfect for the California side. I like that these are duplicates, so if you want to use the front side, you can, because there's a second page. Or if you want to use the back side, you can. I like this. I'm gonna take that and we're gonna take this. Let's see. Something like that. Nels, let me know when you're done. We can read each read it out to each other, and then we can make our audios. All right. I'm gonna just cut these out. Where did I put the scissor? So what I just asked my sister about reading like something out to each other. My sister and I, because we participated in these murals, had the opportunity from our professor to do some sort of like audio because there's going to be an exhibition for these murals that she has been doing. And so while working on this, I had finished my like script for the audio and she was working on hers. And so I was like, okay, we can share these out to each other. I did decide to mute these parts because while I'm working on this, you do hear both of our like scripts because we do read it out to each other. But I did want to share maybe some snippets of the scripts or give some sort of like antidote about the experience as a whole, because that's the purpose of me working on this journal spread to begin with. So like I said, we worked on 2 murals during our time at college near the end, which was the El Paso del Norte mural and the U.S. Childhood Arrival mural. So I have stuff that kind of represents both murals, but it is definitely heavy on the latter, the U.S. Childhood Arrival mural. That's also the mural that we worked on, where we also went to California, because that one was a bi-coastal mural. So it went up in New York and it also went up in California. And so we went to California to help put up that mural. And so that's why I also am going to have that whole separate California spread, because I have like stuff unrelated to the mural from my time at California that I also wanted to journal about and put into the scrapbook and all that stuff. The mural process was really fun. It was a paint by numbers. So there was 0 to 6. 0 was white, so that was like this glare of the eye, and 6 was the darkest color, which was black, and that was like the hair color. And then it went between, you know, a mixed spectrum of grays, light to dark in the middle, and that was the ranges for like several different faces and such. I worked through the federal work study program, so I was assisting my professor a little bit behind the scenes as well. So I helped like gather materials, paints and canvas, and we took a couple trips to do so, and that was really fun. As an artist myself, it was fun getting a new and different perspective on the way to make art and all of that behind the scene processes. I really, really loved it. During installing the mural in California, it was just like us girls doing it. So it was me, my sister, our friend, our professor's mother, and it was just us in like 90 plus degree heat of California, just like working our asses off. And it was the best time ever. I said at the end of my audio script thing that if I ever had the opportunity to do it again, I would jump on it in a heartbeat, because it's one of the things that I know that is going to stay with me for a really, really long time. And I'm super honored and proud and grateful to have been a part of it. Yeah, I just wanted to share that a little bit. And yeah, we'll just continue with the drawing and journaling process and being a very slow and relaxing vibe. Alright, so this is what the final journal spread is looking like. I really like how this turned out in the end. Hi guys, good morning. It is the next day. Last night I started working on this spread that you see here, but other than the scrapbook pieces, anything else is not glued down. So I thought, okay, I was just gonna finish this up last night so then I will show you the final results of this spread, and I do have the final results from before. Sorry, someone's shoveling outside if you can hear that. But because I didn't manage to finish before I went to bed, I was like, okay, let's work on another page together. So I think because I have all of these materials out, it's just like the perfect time to like scrapbook for everything. So we're gonna see if I'm definitely gonna continue today when I get home, but I don't know if it'll be in this video. But I think because everything is out, it's kind of like I have everything like already written down on the page, like this is where this is gonna go, so it's a good way to play catch up. But anyways, this is the California spread. I started with hello from New York, and then I have Long Beach because we went to Long Beach the last day of our trip, and so I kind of like, not in like, you know, the right particular order, but in nearly particular order. What? Not the right particular order, but in some sort of almost timeline. We have these pictures laid out, and I quite like how this is turning out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this up. But I'm loving how this is going. I was playing around with the settings, so I have some duplicates here, and so these didn't turn out quite right, and I didn't have space for these three, but I'm going to do a page with like the best pictures I've ever taken. So a lot of these from these past two pages are coming from my phone here. I took a lot of pictures like on my camera and stuff like that. That's where the main bulk of like my California pictures are from. So we might do a second California spread right behind this one with all the other pictures, because I have so many pictures that I actually want to showcase. But on top of that, I just have a lot of pictures on my EOS Rebel T7 camera just in general. So I want to do a page where I put all the pictures that like I'm proud of that I've taken, and just journal with all those. So one, in the second California one, we could add these pictures in. If not, I would add these pictures in to that like photography highlight spread. But we're definitely not gonna do that one today, because that requires me taking my camera out, transferring it. I don't really like doing all that. We're just gonna focus on what we have on the phone for now. All right, so I took a picture of this before I went to bed, just in case I got messed up overnight, or somebody else came to the living room before I came to the living room and I got messed up. But I do want to add more stuff to the background because I only have it on the sides, and I feel like I want to fill in more of that blank space here. So like I said, anyways, I'll just take it all. It doesn't matter. I did take the picture of the page beforehand, so we should be okay. But I want to play around with adding some more to these empty middle spots. So we're gonna look through what we have. I pulled what I did put down from this sheet. So I want to use something else. I definitely do want to do a second California spread, because I have our tickets. I saved one of the tickets from when we went to California, and I want to put that in my journal as well. So definitely do want to do another California spread. This one we do have some blue pictures in here, so I don't know if I want to add blue as a little tie-in. So I can go with something like this. Or do I want to stick with the yellows and browns that we have already? this is the final look for the California page. As you can see, I had way too many pictures on this side for the mural side, and so I couldn't do mural and then California. So I did all mural here, as you saw yesterday, and then California here. But like I said before, we're going to have a California part 2, maybe a California part 3, depending on how many pictures we're gonna get, or prints and stuff like that. And then we're gonna do like photo highlights. My family and I also took a trip to the Statue of Liberty and Ellis Island, so I'm also gonna do a double spread about that. But yeah, I think for this video, I really like how this turned out, and I'm really happy with myself. I took pictures and I'm gonna post them on Insta. All right, guys, hi, welcome to the end of the video. Thank you so much for following along with me. You already saw these finished pieces, but I really liked what we managed to work on in this video, and I'm super proud of myself for having the time and doing it. I'm keeping all the materials out, so I've just been doing, I did this last one yesterday, I just been doing when I get home or in the morning, like today, finding time, printing, and just like getting through all the stuff that I've been meaning to journal. My next one I'm starting with right now is the Statue of Liberty trip / Ellis Island trip that my family and I took last year. So I just printed right now some of the scenery from I captured from like the boat ride there, and then I printed out what else I also just had on what else I just also had on my phone. I did this for 3 days in a row on the roof across into the next building. It's so annoying. And then I also printed out what else I also had on my phone, of me and my family and stuff like that. And then I want to go onto my camera and all the other pictures I took with inside the museum with like, you know, better camera quality. I'm gonna go ahead and transfer that and print those out as well. Very excited. Cannot wait. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Hope you got some journaling done or whatever you were doing while you're watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Okay. Bye.